Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to learn how to make plurals in Spanish. Don't worry if you are just starting, this will be easy and step by step. By the end, you'll know the main rules, some spelling changes, and a few tips to remember. So let's start with rule number 1, the easiest one. When a noun ends in a vowel like A, E, I, O, or U, we simply add an S to make it plural. Look at this example. El gato becomes los gatos. El libro becomes los libros. Now let's move to rule number 2. When a word ends in a consonant like N or R, or any other letter that's not a vowel, we add ES to make it plural. So, for example, el profesor becomes los profesores. La flor becomes las flores. But be careful, some foreign words don't follow this rule. El disjockey becomes los disjockeys. Now let's look at a special spelling rule. Rule number 3. When a word ends in the letter Z, we don't just add ES like before. First, we change the Z to a C. Then we add ES. For example, la luz becomes las luces. And la nariz becomes las narices. Let's continue. Some words in Spanish have an accent mark, like el autobús. When they become plural, we add ES, but we also drop the accent. This helps the word keep the correct stress in Spanish. For example, el autobús, los autobuses. La canción, las canciones. Rule number 5. Here's the tricky one. When a word ends in N, like el examen or el joven, we add ES to make it plural. And we also add an accent to keep the right stress. For example, el examen becomes los exámenes. El joven becomes los jóvenes. Now let's look at some exceptions. Rule 6. Some words don't change at all in the plural. If a word ends in S and the last syllable is not stressed, like el lunes, the plural is just los lunes. Rule 7. Other times, words ending in I and sometimes U usually have two correct plurals. El jabalí becomes los jabalíes or los jabalís. Both are correct and mean boars. And the last, Rule 8. Compound nouns usually stay the same in plural. For example, el paraguas, los paraguas. El sacacorchos, los sacacorchos. We only change the article. Before we finish, don't forget how Spanish articles change in plural. If you don't remember or you want to review articles in detail, check out the lesson in the description. Now something tricky. Some uncountable nouns in English are countable in Spanish. News is uncountable in English, but in Spanish we say una noticia, a piece of news. And advice becomes un consejo, and it's plural, unos consejos. Let's finish with a quick summary. Add s to words ending in vowels. Add es to words ending in consonants. Change z to c and add es. Remove the accent if necessary. Some words ending in s don't change. Some have two plural forms. And compound nouns usually the same. This table is perfect to printing. Find it in the description below. Alright, that's enough for today. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Ciao ciao!